everybody, I have got lower body for us today, so get your dynamic warm-up going. You know I talk for about a minute. Jumping jacks, whatever your routine, go. Equipment for today, loop band, weights. I'm going to be using my bench for some of the plyometric exercises, but you could also use a chair, something that you can hold on to do some hops. And that should do it for you. If you don't have a loop band, I've seen MacGyver-like people use a sports bra that they put around their ankles or legs for the resistance. I've seen people tie a tube band and make a loop. Find something that's going to give you some resistance, because what we're doing today is doing weight strength, band strength, and then some plyometric exercises to really give our legs a very well-rounded workout. There are 5 sets with 3 exercises in each set that we're going to work through together 3 times. And I've got this timer set in a wonky fashion, so you're just going to do what I do and you'll be fine. To get this started, as per usual, we're going to do some cardio together to get everything warmed up. So, finish up that dynamic warm-up, come back to me, loop band, weights, a bench or a chair, and we'll get this lower body leg day going. Cardio to start us off today. We are going to do 5 exercises, and these are going to be the 5 exercises that we're going to see within our strength set. So I want to show them to you here, so you know what's going on when we get into the strength sets of this workout. And we're doing something a little different. Instead of having a timer that you can see here, you're kind of going with my count, my go, stop, rest signals here. So the first exercise I'm going to show you, and then the rest of them we'll do as we go. It's that long jump forward, shuffle back. So when I do I guess I should go this way. When I'm doing a long jump, my main thought here is to land soft. I want to try to explode for distance. So I lock and load here with that hip hinge, jump for distance, land soft, and shuffle back repeatedly. Now, if that's too much impact for you, then you are giving me those downhill skiers, tiptoe, same hip hinge movement, and you got to have a good tempo on that, okay? So those are your options for the first exercise. We're going to go with my count, so get your space ready, and let's get this started. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, hip hinge, land soft, shuffle back. Good. We'll see this again in our first set, so you're familiar with it. Try to give yourself a bit of a target for distance on these. Really challenge yourself if you can. 1 more. Break. All right, give yourself a moment here, and then I'm going to tell you to give me a boxer shuffle as for active rest here. So our next exercise is going to be squat with the heel click. So you need to jump high enough that you can click those heels in the air, and as per usual, land soft. All right, get your boxer shuffle going for that active rest. Now, if that's too much impact for you, then you are just giving me mountaintop squats, booty back, touch, reach, repeat with a good tempo. Okay, so stop your boxer shuffles, squat, heel clicks, my count, or air squats, mountaintop squats. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, good. Low to high, land soft. The magic happens in these plyometric exercises by really using full range on our legs here. Low to high for sure. Good job. 3, 2, 1. Good. Give yourself a moment here. I'm going to describe our next exercise, which is going to use the bench here. We're going to be doing bench hops. Okay, so take a moment here while I'm demoing. If you have a bench, it's going to look like this. I'm going to hold on to one hand and jump back and forth over that bench for my bench hops. If you do not have a bench, then you're going to hold on to the seat of a chair here. And you're going to sort of give a little donkey kick while holding on to the seat of that chair, okay? Now, if your heart rate has gone down, give me some boxer shuffles here for some active rest. With that bench hop, we're going on my count as usual. So find your bench, find your chair, and we're going to get these going, okay? Stop your boxer shuffle. Come back to me. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Bench hops here. Good. Keep that core tight and engaged. Nice job. Three, 2, 1. You did it. Well done. All right, give yourself some rest here. Or if you want to start right up with your active rest, go ahead while I demo our next exercise, which is modified jump lunge. It's going to look something like this. I get down as low as I can, together, switch, together, switch, together. All right? Again, too much impact there. Tap back, toe touch, like this, okay? What I would say there, because you're doing one leg and then the other, I would do, in my count, let's say, try to get 6 each side. 6, switch on your own count, and then hopefully we're wrapping it up at that point, okay? We're sort of being free and fluid here with this cardio. So stop that active rest if you're doing it. Think about modified jump lunge here or tap backs. And we're going to go here. 3, 2, 1. This is a challenge. We've got 5 in a row, 5 cardios in a row. You're doing great. Again, think about your low to high. If you're doing tap backs, are you counting? Is it time to switch? Good job. 3, 2, 1. All right, we got one more here. Woo! Side lunge shuffle. So you're either resting or giving me active rest here. You decide how's your heart rate. Side lunge shuffle. It's the outside leg that is gonna bend, okay? You get bend in that outside leg, thinking about that hip being in the same plane as your knee. So I lunge to the side, center, lunge to the side, center. Try to touch the floor or as low as you can get on those, okay? If the jump in the middle is too much, step, step. All right, that's our next one here. Are you ready? All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Now, these are the 5 exercises, cardio plyometrics, that we're going to be doing with each set. Each set has 1. So you know what they are. I won't spend a lot of time explaining these because we've gone over them in this starter here. Good job. Our legs should be warmed up. From the starter, our heart rate should be elevated. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. You gather up. We're going to need this one more time. for bench hops. Gather up your loop band or some variation thereof, your weights for your legs, which should be on the heavier end of things, and let's get set one rolling. Set one, heavier weight, goblet squat plus knee drive is going to be our first exercise. It's held against our chest, hinge at the hip at what is your full range there. Come up, drive, down, drive. Exercise one. That's going to be done at 30-15. Grab your loop band, get it around your ankle in that 15 seconds of rest, and we're doing a standing rear raiser. If you need to hold on to something, you can. Once my torso is set, that's where it's going to stay. I'm not going to get a lot of rock there on my torso. Straight leg, toe pointed down. Tension is on the band at all times for a rear raiser. I will face the timer this time. We're doing 40 seconds of work that we will break up 20 seconds one leg, 20 seconds the other leg. Then we get a 20-second break. And we are back to our plyometric exercise, which was the first one we did. Long jump, land soft, shuffle back. 20 seconds of that. You can do the downhill skier if you need the no impact version, okay? Goblet weight, loop band. I'll get the timer going, which, yes, believe it or not, I think I have successfully programmed this rather interesting timer. Cindy would be proud. All right, I'm going to get the timer going and we'll get going. All right, goblet squat plus a knee drive against your chest. Challenge yourself here. What is your full range of motion on your squats? Low to high is what we're thinking. Strong knees, engaged core. Draw that knee up as high as you can. Good job. Almost there. Nice. Quickly grab your loop band. Get it around your ankles. Hold on to something if you need that balance. I will tell you when to switch legs halfway. Torso stays still. Point that back toe down. Don't open up those hips. We want to keep them nice and square. And keep tension on this band. Good job. Oop. I looked at the timer and lost my balance. Switch sides. It's a quick switch on these. Keep that torso still once you get it set. Good job. Almost there. 20 seconds each leg. All right, get that off. We've got 20 seconds here. Catch our breath. Before we're doing the long jumps or the skiers, you decide which approach you're going to use here. It's only 20 seconds here. That's it. Brief moment of plyometrics. Land soft. How far can you get? Shuffle back. I'm trying to get the distance of my bench in my head. Good. Land soft. Hinge at those hips and explode. Break. All right, now you got it. That was round one. Pick up that weight. We're right into the goblet knee drive. Good. Again, think about keeping that core engaged, pushing through that heel, driving that knee as high as you can. I know it's hard going from a cardio right to a weighted exercise, but that's part of the challenge here. Loop band around your ankles. I'm going to try to start on my other leg this time. I'll give you the halfway indicator. Here we go. If at any point during this workout it's too much, your heart rate's just too high and you're uncomfortable, just hit pause. Give yourself a moment, and then you can start up again. 2, 1, switch sides. Keep tension in that band, and keep that torso still. Almost there. Tension. Woo, balance. All right. Let's get that off. We've got 20 seconds to recover. Long jump or downhill skiers. Woo, here we go. Land soft. If you're doing skiers, it's only 20 seconds. So give me a really good tempo there on your skiers. Visualize yourself going down that Aspen Mountain. Good. Soft. Exploding soft. Nice. Third round here. We got this, team. Pick up that weight. Hold it against your chest. Here we go. Drive. Drive. Putting all of your weight in one leg challenges us in a slightly different way here. Balance. We're engaging that core with that drive. Lots of good stuff happening here. A lot of unilateral squat exercises today. Quickly, band around ankle. Now, good time to use your mirror, team. I'm going to start on my right leg this time. Keep an eye on yourself. Here we go. We tend to think, oh, I am keeping tension on that band. But by the time we get to that third round, we're tired. So keep an eye on yourself for accountability in that mirror. Keep tension, pulse it out. 2, 1, switch. Good job. Good job. Challenge. You gotta want the burn when you're dealing with bands here. I can tell you I will be turning my fan on after this set. Mercy. Break. All right. Last 20 seconds. Long jump or downhill. Pick your poison. Soft landing. Now you guys have the gist of it. Here we go. Set 1 is always figuring it out, right? Now you know my pattern. Try not to land on your toes here. Let your knees absorb that momentum so you don't go flying forward. Woo! Well done. Set 1. Set 2. You guys let your heart rates come down a bit while I show you these exercises. Again, heavy weights. We're dealing with legs here. We're going to be doing deadlift here. Romanian deadlift, stiff-legged deadlift. My legs are straight but not locked. Weights are going to stay along my legs the entire time. I'm hinging at the hip, coming down to the point where you feel you don't have any more flexibility as long as my core is engaged. If I disengage my core, I can get all the way down to my ankles. But if my core is engaged, I'm just about below the knee. Okay, keep that neck neutral by looking between your toes. Pull up with your hamstring and glutes, and when you get to the top, give me a calf raise. Deadlift, calf raise. All right, we'll quickly put those down. Grab your loop band again. This time it's going to be around the arches of our feet for a standing quad raise. You're getting the pattern here. Bent leg. I'm drawing that up as high as I can. Again, good time to use your mirror. Okay, we'll switch halfway. It's a quick and easy switch. Our plyo on this one was the squat heel click. Land soft as always, or you're giving me mountaintop squats for the no impact. All right? Deadlift weight, loop band, gather it up. I'm going to start our timer. If you need more time, if your heart rate hasn't come down quite enough yet, then just hit pause here and push play. When you're ready, I'm also starting my fan. All right, here we go. Deadlift with a calf raise. Sorry about the sound of the fan, but I couldn't take it anymore. Weight in each hand. Here we go. Deadlift, calf raise. Good job. 30 seconds of these. That weight stays near my legs the entire time. My core is engaged the entire time. I mean, if I came and pressed on your core right now, it's tight. It has to be tight and engaged throughout that deadlift. You would know because your back is nice and flat. Break. Quickly get that band around the arches of your feet. Again, if you need to hold on to something for balance, I'm turning so I can see the timer to give us the halfway. Hold on to something here. Otherwise, pull this quad up with a bent leg. I want this thigh as high as you can get it and keep it up there just with a slight pulse. I'm never putting slack in this band at all. This quad's under tension the entire time. 2, 1, switch. Good. These band exercises should be a pretty quick switch. Fight through the burn. Remember, tell yourself, if you're getting burned here, yay. Pat yourself on the back. That's what we want with these band exercises. Squat heel clicks or mountaintop, only 20 seconds here. All right, here we go. I like that 20-second break after the band. Land soft. Here we go. Nice. Well done. Hitting our legs with weighted resistance, band resistance, and explosive movement is such a good combination of exercises to really get our legs. Here we go. Deadlift, calf raise. A well-rounded approach. Now, with our weighted exercise here, not one I want you to use your mirror on, because I want you to keep that neutral neck. But with the band exercise, perfect opportunity to use your training buddy. Make sure your thigh is staying up as high as you possibly can keep it around those feet. I'm going to start with my left leg this time. Whew, here we go. Now look in your mirror. Are you keeping tension in that band? No slack. That thigh, I'd love it to be parallel to the ground, at the top higher if you can. Yay for you. 2, 1, switch. But look in your mirror. Challenge yourself with how high you can get that thigh and keeping tension in that band the whole time. And embrace the burn. That's what we're working for here. Almost there. Whew, okay. Squat heel clicks or mountaintop squats. Woohoo! My heart rate is elevated. The other thing that's going to affect heart rate here are what weights are you choosing, team? Are you challenging yourself with your weight selection? With the weighted exercises? Because that will also get your heart rate going. And if you're going real heavy there, you may need to tone down the explosive exercise a bit. Totally fine. I give you options so you can make it yours. Last round, deadlift to calf raise. Here we go. Good. Keep that core engaged. Okay. Standing quad raise around your feet. Whew. I'll give you the half leg. Here we go. I should feel that core engaged on this one as well. How high can you get that thigh? Tension in the band, don't let it slack. I know we want to, our body wants to. You gotta be stronger than that. 2, 1, switch. Good job, good job. Stay with it. Almost there. Try to keep those hips square, don't let them kick out. Woo! Oh my goodness. Thank goodness that was only 20 seconds. Squat heel clicks or mountaintop. Ay, ay, ay. Here we go. Not enough compression in these tights for all my jumping. True. Sorry, team. Land soft. This is it. You've got it. Woo! Burn. Nice work. Set 3. Gonna look like this. We're back to that goblet squat. One weight held vertically against my chest. Hips go back. Good squat with full range. This time when I come up, I'm doing a straight leg, side leg lift. Straight. Really shifting that weight back and forth. We're gonna feel that in our legs. I'm gonna get down on the floor for our band exercise this time. Gonna be around my knees, on all fours. I need you to square up your shoulders and your wrists and your knees and your hips, okay? The key to the donkey kick with the band is that the plant leg has to have this band underneath my knee. It kind of holds it there. The other leg's gonna roll around a bit. So, see how it's under this plant knee. Gonna stay square, flex that foot, and pulse it. Again, I want you to think about, use your mirror again, keep that thigh up as high as you possibly can while keeping those hips square. At halfway, when you put that knee down, make sure that band's under your knee, and we switch, okay? Real quick. And the explosive, we're back to the bench hops, all right? Or sort of that chair donkey kick hop. If you just don't like these at all, pick one of the other explosive movements, whether it has impact or no impact, fine with me. Pick what you want there if you just hate those bench hops. All right, so goblet weight, band, bench. I'm gonna get the timer going. If you need more time, hit pause. But we're gonna keep this going with our heart rates if we can. All right, goblet with a side leg lift. Again, we're playing with that weight distribution here. Squat, straight lift, which just challenges us in a little different way than a straight goblet or a straight side leg lift. Good job. Low to high. Lift that side leg as high as you can. Remember, we've got donkey kicks next. 15 seconds to get into the proper position here. So, under your knees, on all fours, square everything up. I better face the timer. Square everything up. Here we go. Keep it up as high as you can. Tension on the band at all times. There's never any slack. Use your mirror. If it rolls around on that pulse leg, that's okay. With the quick switch, just make sure that band's under the knee. In 2, 1, switch. Band is under my plant knee and I'm back up and going. Flex that foot. We have a tendency to kick the hip out on these, which is why I want you to really concentrate on keeping everything square here. Almost there. All right. Ooh. 20 seconds. Get that band off. Give me some bench hops. Got to keep that core tight here. Grab onto that bench or chair. There we go. You're doing great. Woo. Happens to the best of us. All right, back to that goblet side leg lift. Round 2. Your heart rate's going to catch up with you here. Just try to keep your breathing in a good rhythm. Good. Also, just as before, weight selection is going to make a difference as to how this impacts your heart rate. Good job. Donkey kicks under the knees. Square it up. I'm going to start on my other leg this time. There we go. Keep tension on that band. Keep everything in the framework of your torso. Don't let that butt kick out to the side, which is what we tend to do when it's hard. Keep everything within framework of your torso. 2, 1, switch, keep it under your knee. Good job. Flex that foot, tension in the band. Almost there. Woo. All right, 20 seconds. Hit that bench hop again. Explosive cardio. Woo. Here we go. Here we go. You gotta dig deep mentally on these, I think. Keep that core tight. Protecting our lower back. Woo! Round 3. Goblet squat, leg lift. Here we go. Round 3 is when you try to stay consistent with your range of movement on your strength. Good work. Whew, that was a half squat. All right, donkey kick. Under the knees. Square it up. Flex that foot. Try to keep everything square. Keep your neck neutral as well. If you're looking at a mirror, look to the side, not in front of you. 2, 1, switch. Quickly. Good. Keep it square here, pulse it. Almost there, team. Woo. Mercy, nice job. Okay. Bench hops. We're over halfway there. We got this. Tighten up that core. Dig deep. Oh, the fan feels good. Here we go. We did it. Set 4. We're going to be using the bench I am for my weighted glute raise, but I'm going to show you your other option if you don't have a bench or a chair to rest your shoulders on. So, weighted glute raise if you're going with the elevated version here. I've got my shoulders resting on my elevation, not my neck, right across my shoulder blades. Just like when we do wall sits, I've got to have your ankles stacked right under your knees. Not in further, not out further, right under your knees, and I want my knees to be about hip width apart. I'm setting that weight on that side of my hip bone. I'm going down and up with a pause. You could slide your hands under my toes because I'm pushing through my heels here. Down, up. That's the elevated version. If you don't have any elevation, we're just going to do a glute bridge here on the floor. Same concept. Ankles under your knees. Weight on that side of your hip bone. Push through the heels. Down, up with a pause. Then we're going to grab that loop band. You can either put it mid-calf, that's more challenging, or above the knee if you'd like more modification, or a side leg lift here. On the side leg lift, I like to bend that bottom leg. It sort of becomes a kickstand. My top leg, I'm trying to point the toe down slightly. And I like to rest my head up. Halfway, I want tension in that band. Up, down, up, down. I'm going to give you the halfway. You guys can just roll over. I will do a quick pivot so that I don't have my back to you on those, which nobody needs to see that. If you've been keeping with our order, then you know modified jump lunge is our cardio or tap back touch. You can look at the timer for your halfway on those. I'll try to remind you, but if I forget, just keep an eye on the timer so you know when to switch your tap back touches. That's it. Weighted glute raise. Grab your weight, and I'm going to get the timer going. Set 4, we're almost there. Weighted glute raise, whether you're on the floor or you're elevated, either way, my ankles and knees are stacked, and that weight is on the far side of my hip bone. I'm pushing through my heels. My toes are actually off the ground here on these. And I'm pausing at the top. If you're doing an elevated, I try to have my sight line go down and up, just where my hand is. It helps release tension from my neck that we tend to gather when we're doing elevated glute raises. So, move your sight line with those glute raises. If you're elevated. If you're on the bridge, on the floor, it doesn't matter. All right, loop band, calf, above knee. You choose. I'm turning so that I can see. Here we go. Side leg lift, tension in the band. My bottom leg is bent. It's sort of a kickstand. Keep those hips stacked on top of each other. Don't open them up. 2, 1, quick switch. You guys just roll over. I'm pivoting. Point that toe to the floor as much as possible. Keep those hips stacked. Sometimes if you just put your hand on that hip, it's a reminder for you not to let those hips open up. We don't want that. Keep them stacked. All right, Modified jump lunge or tap back kicks. 20 seconds. We got this. Here we go. I gotta aim the fan at me though. Here we go. Woo! Again, perfect opportunity for your mirror, for your low to high. Try to drop that back knee down as far as you can, as low as you can. Because we're asking more explosive strength then to go from low to high. Get down. Nice. Round 2, weighted glute raise. Whether you're elevated or on the floor, get set, here we go. That's the fast shift between those 2 exercises. Okay, remember to move your gaze with an elevated glute raise. Push through that heel. Don't hyperextend at the top. Come to the top without hyperextending your back and pause. Good work. Woo. All right, side leg lifts. Mid-calf, above the knee. You choose. The lower it is, the more challenging it is. Try to lay so I can see. Stack those hips. Here we go. Try to point that toe downward. Keep tension in the band. Our habit is to come all the way down. I was doing that last round, I noticed. Try to keep tension in the band because it's only 20 seconds each side here. 2, 1, switch. Woo! That was impressive. Nice job. Stack those hips. Put your hand here if you need a reminder. Look, I'm coming down too far. I just realized I'm not keeping tension in that band. Keep tension in that band. I'm only coming down 1/4 of the way. Kind of depends on how much stretch you have in your band as to how far down you come with that side lying leg lift. Jump lunge, modified, or tap backs. Uh-oh, shoes untied. Let's hope there's no major catastrophe here. Here we go. Low to high. Good. Nice job. Sometimes Cindy and I put a mat under our knee so that we're not afraid of banging our knee, getting too low. Sometimes that helps us mentally to get as low as we can. All right, weighted glute raise, round 3. It's gonna ring and I'm still tying my shoe, but you guys get there. Here we go. Push through the heel. Change your eye line if you're going elevated. If you're on the floor, still pushing through those heels. Keep those knees strong and apart. Pause at the top. Good job. Ankles should be under knees. Woo. Grab the band. Calf, knee, somewhere in there. Here we go. Stack those hips. Keep tension in the band. That's my mantra for this round. Tension in the band. Keep it. Stack those hips. Tension. Don't come down all the way. 2, 1, switch. Tension in the band again. Keep the hips stacked. Try to point that toe down if you can. Stack those hips. Woo. Mercy. Jump lunge or toe tap backs. Tap back toe touch. You get the gist. There's not a lot of oxygen happening at this stage of the game. Low to high is my challenge here. 20 seconds. We got it. Here we go. Good. This is an easy one to check your mirror on. Not straining your neck by looking. What's your low to high? Should be the same as it was round one, bare minimum, if not better. One more set to go. Final set. We're back to playing with our squatting movement to challenge our legs a bit. So, your option, hold one weight horizontally, or if you prefer vertically like we do with goblet, that's fine. What we're doing is that side step with the squat. So, starting in a standing position, I step and squat, come up, step and squat, come up. Then I go back the other way. Step, squat to center, step, squat to center. My step and squat are a fluid movement there, okay? So that's our weighted exercise. Our banded exercise, we're going back to the glute bridge, but with a band. So we're all on the floor for this, with the band just above the knee here. If this tends to roll on you, then you can kind of figure eight it and have one band under the knee, one band above the knee, and sometimes that helps prevent it from rolling. But what we're going to do, again, get in that proper positioning. Ankles are under my knees. I'm going to lift those hips, and the first 20 seconds we're going to be pulsing our legs out, challenging those adductors there, okay? Then the next 20 seconds we're going to be pulsing up while keeping tension on that band, so my knees are still holding that band out, okay? And then those of you that are far smarter than me, which is the majority, ladies, you know we've got those side shuffles for our final. Lunge, bend, outside leg, touch to center, touch to center. If you need to just stand to center, that's your no impact version, okay? One weight for that goblet sidestep, loop band, get that up. You should probably have it from one of our previous sets. I'm going to get the timer going. Let's go. Finish. I like to hold my weight in a goblet vertically, but again, you can hold it horizontally if you prefer. Side step and squat, up. Side step and squat, up. Other way. Squat, up. Squat, up. Different challenge here. I'm squatting and moving at the same time. Easy to use your training partner, your mirror here. Look at yourself. Are you getting low to high? For your oops, I did an extra one there, sorry. Good job. Get that band above your knee. I gotta turn towards the timer. Get into your glute bridge. Push through those heels. Here we go. Pulse the knees out for that abductor pulse. So, holding my hips up, we tend to want to drop them when we're pulsing out. Keep those hips high and pulse out. Push through those heels. Okay, now keep those knees out because I'm keeping tension on the band, but I'm pulsing up. Push through the heels, up. I mean, I'm maybe 10% down and then right back up. But I'm keeping that band tight, tension on that band. Woo! I felt some booty burn. Pat myself on the back. All right, we got 20 seconds to get ready for our side lunge shuffle here. Remember, bend that outside leg. Woo! That up down makes me lightheaded. At this stage of the game, there's not a lot of oxygen left in the above the shoulders area. So I occasionally see stars in that up and down thing. If you do too, it's okay. If you need to hit pause, hit pause. All right, nice job. Grab that weight. Ooh, here we go. Step up, side step up, other way. step up. Higher heart rate, bigger range of motion here. Woo! Get down. Challenge yourself on this. Good job. Woo! All right, glute bridge. Quickly above the knee. Ankles under knees. Push through the heels. Toes are actually off the ground. Raise those hips. Abductor pulse out. Knees are pulsing out, but my hips are staying high. Don't let them drop. You may need to reset. Get those hips up, pulse out. 2, 1, hold those knees out and pulse up. Down about 10% and right back up. You should be getting good burn here. Push through those heels. If you're not getting burned, ask yourself, are you keeping tension on the band? And are you coming down too far? Keep that pulse up pretty high. Side lunge shuffle. Woohoo! Here we go. Touch to center. Bend that outside leg. Bend the outside leg. Don't hinge at the hip. It's the leg bend that's getting you down to the floor. Woo. All right. Final round here, team. Side steps. Here we go. Low, high, low, high. Other side. Good job. Nice. Woo. Good job, almost there. On the floor, bands. Quickly, this is the hardest part of the transitions, is between 1 and 2. Right above the knee, ankles under knee. Here we go, abductor, pulse those knees out while keeping your hips up. This way a little bit. Hips up, pulse out. Push through those heels. 2, 1. Keep those band tight and pulse up and down slightly. But my knees are out and that band is tight. And I'm pushing through those heels. You could actually put your hand under my toes here. Keep that band tight. Don't let those knees come in. Woo! All right. Side shuffle. Home stretch. Bend that outside leg. Mercy. This is a good one. I like the confusion in the timer. My body never knew what was happening. Here we go. Which is a good thing sometimes. Slight confusion. Just do it. Bend that outside leg. Good job. And I know you guys are proud of how I set that timer. That was a feat in and of itself. Whew, how was leg day? We were done in under an hour. Worked our legs 3 different arenas in one workout. I love it. High calorie burn if you pick the right weights. Thanks for helping me through this one. Obviously, I'm a mess. Mission accomplished. See you next time.